Hi everybody, Simply Sweet Gemini here. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. In this video, I wanted to share with you the project that I've been working on this whole month of December. So over at JoJo's Coloring Nook, she created a Christmas coloring scavenger hunt tag, and I wanted to participate in that even though I was not tagged. So as you know, I love doing the coloring scavenger hunts, and this one took me so long because there were 20 prompts and one bonus prompt, and I generally like to find and color all of my pictures first before sharing them with you. So let's jump right into the video because there are a lot to share. Okay, so for the first item to find was a candy cane. And I actually found my candy cane in Johanna Bassford's Inky Advent Calendar. So this one was a freebie that she had on her website. And this was my first time coloring a Advent calendar, so this was super fun to do. The very first thing was the candy cane for day number 7. So I colored this in using just some Bic liners as well as metallic gel pens. So these ones were really simple to do and just an easy color scheme. So that one was the first thing I found. The second item on the list was a gingerbread house. And I found my gingerbread house in 50 Winter Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova. So this is the second book that I've purchased from her. I have the autumn one. I didn't get a chance to start that one, so I was excited to be able to start this Christmas one. And I actually found 3 different prompts in here, which you will see throughout the video. So this one was for the gingerbread house, and this is the one I did. So I remember when I was a kid, my mom would used to make gingerbread houses and we would decorate it in rainbow colors. So this is kind of the same scheme I went for. This one was done all in alcohol markers as well. And then some gel pen and just a bit of stickles to make certain things sparkle and shine. So that was my gingerbread house. The next item to find was a snowflake, and I found mine in the Tokidoki coloring book. So this was the only Christmas page they had in here, and this is the one I did. So there are like snowflakes throughout on this page. So I did this one using all markers as well as the holographic stickles and gel pens. And this one was quick and fun to do. And I like the way it turned out. So super colorful. So that was for Snowflake. The fourth prompt was Gingerbread Person, so girl or boy. And I found my gingerbread people in a freebie that Clara Markova has on her website. So this is her website at the bottom, and these are her Christmas tags that she has up there. So you get a page of 6, and I just decided to do 1 pair. So these are the ones that I did. I colored these all using Black Widow pencils, and I did use gel pen and stickles for the snow, as you can see. So this month I went stickle crazy because I could. So I really like the way this turned out, and I do like the shading that I did on these. So actually all of the PDFs that I'm sharing with you right now, I printed out on 65-pound index paper in case you're interested. So it's a nice thick paper, and it's pretty smooth, so it's nice for color pencils as well as markers. So that was my gingerbread people. Number 5 was Reindeer, and I found my reindeer in the Chubby Cherubs Baby Angels to Color and Display by Deborah Mueller. And the page that I decided to color was this one. So this one obviously has snowflakes as well as an angel, so I could have used that for those prompts too, but I just wanted to do some different things. So this one was done all in Bic markers, and I did use some gel pen for the snowflakes and stickles for the snow on the trees, as you can see. So I do like the way this one turned out. The paper here is kind of weird in this book because when you color, the color isn't as true. So I feel like it makes the colors lighter because her dress was supposed to be like a dark red, but it's all good. I think it ended up turning out pretty nice. So this one was for Reindeer. The next item to be found was stocking. So this is number 6. And I found my stocking in this new book that I purchased, Santa's Furry Helpers coloring book. And this one is by Kaomi Harai. And I colored page 33. So this is the one that I did. So in these Design Originals books, she gives you some sample artwork as well and some potential color palettes. But I tried to color match, but obviously I'm not very good at that. So this is what I ended up coming up with. And I colored it a little differently than I normally color, where I left like white to make it look highlighted. So this is the stocking. And then for the background, I just used metallic paint because I was too lazy to color all in the pencil crayon. So I did metallic paint, and then these stars are just gel pens. So I used the Pentel Sparkle Pop and some metallic gel pens from Sakura Jelly Roll. And I thought that this one actually turned out pretty cute. So that was my stocking, and it's a different kind of color combination than the traditional red and green. So number 7 was a Christmas tree. So here you can see page number 2 of Johanna Basford's Inky Advent Calendar. So page 1 was for days 1 to 12, and page 2 was for days 13 to 24, I believe. So this is the Christmas tree that I did. And this one was just all done in Ohuhu markers as well as some gel pens. So you can see the sparkle there. I saw some really elaborate and beautiful designs on advent calendars that people have colored in the coloring community, but I just wanted these to be simple projects since it was going to be one to be colored every day. So I do like the way it turned out. So number 8 was Santa, and I found my Santa in the book Christmas Mandalas by Jade Summer. So this one was the first picture I actually colored for this coloring tag. And here is my Santa mandala. So these ones are always fun to do because it's just marker and just choose some colors. So I did alcohol markers here and just some metallic gel pens. And I do like how bright it is. So that's the picture of Santa that I chose. Number 9 was Wreath, and I found my wreath again in the 50 Winter Miniatures coloring book, and this one actually had a hard time finding. So I had to make it like just a small wreath and not a main focal point one. But I do like this illustration anyway. So the wreath is right here, and colored this all pretty much using markers, and just added some gel pen and stickles on the snow to make it kind of pop a little bit more, since I knew I didn't want to do a background. So I do like the way this one turned out, and the owl's really cute. So that was the picture of the wreath. Number 10 was a picture of a snowman, and I found my snowman in the Coloring Heaven Cutesy Christmas special. So actually in Canada this one only released a couple weeks ago, so I was really happy that I was able to find it so that I could do some coloring in here. So you probably have guessed already that the picture of the snowman that I'm going to share is from picture number 6, The Snowman Family by Mariola Budek. And I did it in this color scheme. So most of this picture is done in Prismacolor Scholars. No, sorry, these ones were done with Black Widows. Black Widow pencils, and then I did just gel pen for the snowflakes to add some glitter, but otherwise this one was pretty simple. This page was actually already kind of grayscaled if you are familiar with this image, so it was super easy to color and really fun. So I know that Mariola Budek also offers this as a freebie on her website. So if you don't have a copy of this magazine, but you still like the illustration, you can always download it from her website. So that was picture of snowman. So we're halfway there. The next picture was a picture of a sleigh, and I found my sleigh in Christmas mandalas. And the picture I did was this one. So again, very simple and traditional Christmas palette. So the red and green, and then just added a bit of sparkle and metallic gel pens just to change it up a little. So that one was my sleigh. The next item to be found was Mrs. Claus, or someone dressed like her, and I found mine in a Whimsy Christmas coloring book, Festive Girls, Fairies, and More to Color by Hannah Lynn, and this is actually my first Hannah Lynn coloring book. So I did do 2 pictures out of this book, but after I colored the first one I realized I didn't really like the paper. So I actually purchased her PDF of this same book and printed it out on paper. So in her PDF file, she gives you, again, 2 copies of the pictures, but one is the simplified version. So I decided to color the simplified version for this one. So this is the original picture of Mrs. Claus, and I colored the simplified version of it. So this is the one I did on PDF, and I really like the way this one turned out. So this one is all done in marker, as you can tell. But I did do a bit of shading using colored pencils. I'm not sure if you can tell. So I used some Black Widow on her skin just to create some shadows and everything. Snow back here is Stickles, and the rest is marker. So I did buy the glossy accents, and I wanted to use it on her glasses, but it didn't arrive in time, so I wasn't able to do that, but I guess I can always add it on afterwards. But I added some Stickles to her hat for the holly berries, and just some silver in her hair, and I really like the way this one turned out. So that was for Mrs. Claus. The next item to be found was a toy soldier, and I found mine in Winter Dreamlings by Edwina McNamee. So again, I have the book, but I don't like the paper in it. So in her copy of the book, if you purchase it, you do get a link to download a PDF copy of the same images. So I decided to just print out my own. So this is the one that I chose for Toy Soldier. So the nutcracker is right there, and it's got a picture of a girl and a snowman in the back. So again, this was all done in marker and just a bit of metallic gel pen as well as stickles to just tie everything in together. And this one was a quick color. So that was my toy soldier. The next item, item number 14, was of holly. And again, I got this from Winter Dreamlings. And this is the picture I decided to do. So it does have a bunch of holly and poinsettias around. This pair of foxes. So this was all Bic markers. And then I did do some stickles on the flowers just to add something extra. But otherwise this one was pretty plain and quick to do as well. So this one was a picture of holly. The next item, item number 15, was an elf. Excuse me. So for this, I actually wanted to color something from Fairy Touch of Magic by Clara Markova. So I had even picked one out, which I will show you. The picture I originally wanted to do. So I originally wanted to do this picture where it's a picture of an elf making Christmas punch, but I really did not have time to. So I had to switch up my idea. So unfortunately I didn't get a chance to do this one. Maybe I'll color something in here and you can see that in January's pages. So I ended up doing another picture from Christmas mandalas instead, just because these are so much easier and faster to complete. So I just had to go with it. I did this elf page, and this one was done just all in marker with a few metallic gel pen highlights, but I wanted to keep this one very just red and green, traditional. And I like the diversity of the elves that I decided to do, even though it's a mandala. I just wanted to make it a little different, so that's what I went with. And this one turned out pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite mandalas that I've done so far in this book. So that was the last of the Christmas mandala pages. The next item to be found was an angel, and if you haven't guessed yet, I took it out of Chubby Cherubs again, and this is the picture I decided to do. So just a simple one. It's an angel holding a candle, and I just made her traditional Christmas colors, red and green. And then I colored the whole background black. And then I did metallic stars and moons with a bit of stickles in some of the designs. So simple, but I think it turned out pretty nice. So this is my picture of an angel. We are almost at the end, guys. Thanks for staying put and continuing to watch. So picture number 17 was of a snow globe, and I took my snow globe from the artist Rita Berman. I don't know if you can see. There we go. On her Instagram, she actually had this as a free download. So this is the first thing I've ever colored from Rita Berman, because I haven't purchased any of her books yet. It's so detailed. But I want to give this one a try, and I really like the way it turned out. So this one was mostly done in Black Widows for the blending and shading. And then I did add some gel pen and metallic gel pens just to add some extra sparkle to everything. And I do feel like it turned out pretty well. This is one where I used not as many colors, so I think it's a very cohesive page. Again, I was thinking of using the glossy accents all over, but hasn't come, so might have to try it on the next snow globe I do. So I really like the way this one came out. This one took quite a while to do as well, but I think it was worth it. It's a really beautiful illustration. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I would recommend downloading it. This was fun. So that was my snow globe. The next picture was of mistletoe. So this one was actually the last picture I colored for this hunt, and you'll see that I kind of cheated a bit. So I found my mistletoe in Coloring Heaven Animal in Wonderland special, and this one was illustrated by Kanoko Yugusa. And I decided to do illustration number 37. So my original plan was to color all of these ornaments, but because I left it to the last minute, the only ornament I was able to complete was of the mistletoe. So here it is. I did all of this in Prismacolors, and I just added a bit of metallic gel pen to the ornament top and some sparkle pop for the line that's holding up the ornament. So I hope that I can finish the rest of the ornaments in January, or if not, this might be a whip until next year. So it was a simple one, but mistletoe is predominant in this one. So that one was of mistletoe. The next picture, picture number 19, was for cocoa or a warm drink, and I found mine in the Kawaii Yippee Mandalas coloring book by Danny Banani, or Fun Usual Suspects. She actually has a few freebie PDFs on her website as well, so I was able to find and download this one, and it was of the Brew Crew. So I thought that this one was perfect for this prompt because it's got coffee, it's got little, I guess you can call them hot chocolates, it's got just mugs of hot drinks everywhere. So this is like kind of a snippet of it. So this one was all done in Ohuhus. So this was the color palette I had chosen, and then this is what I ended up doing. And I did use a bit of gel pen on certain small elements to make it pop, and I really like the way it turned out. So very Christmassy. I imagine you going into a Starbucks and this is what it looks like in the store. So I think that this mandala turned out pretty nice and fit the prompt. So that one was cocoa. The second last one, picture number 20, was of carolers, and I found mine in 50 Winter Miniatures, and this is the page that I did. It's a pair of cats doing some singing. So I just added the music notes just to share that it is caroling, and this was all done in Ohuhu markers with color it gel pens for the eyes, just to make it pop a little. This one was pretty fast to do as well, and just fun. So I do like this book for the illustrations because they're not super detailed, and you can feel accomplished for getting multiple pictures done in a time. So that one was for carolers. The last item, the bonus item, was of a nativity scene. So I got my nativity scene from the Whimsy Girls Christmas Coloring Book by Hannah Lynn. And this was, again, the first picture that I colored in here that I wasn't super happy with the paper, but I did it. So this is the picture that I did. So she titles this illustration as A Savior is Born. I did this all in markers, and then I just added some gel pen accents to make things pop a bit, and I did use stickles on the halos to show kind of like bright lights. So I did have fun doing this. I tried blending her eyes using the Ohuhu markers, and I think that it turned out okay. I tried this style of highlights in the eyes after watching Color Me Stress Free's tutorial. So I think it turned out pretty cool. So I might be using this one a couple more times in these colorings. So this one was the last one that I found for Christmas Nativity. So that is it for this year's Christmas coloring scavenger hunt tag. Thank you so much for coming by and watching this video. It turned out to be quite long. I'm sorry for that, but I hope you enjoyed everything, and I hope that you guys all had a great Christmas. So as the partying continues, I hope you have a fantastic new year, and happy coloring to all of you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.